Things that I've learned as an ex-English girl who now lives in South Africa and is married. Greet everybody, no matter the circumstances, with a hello and a how are you before you can move forward in any way, shape or form.
Like, I respect them so much because of this particular character. It's the way people greet each other, whether old or young. An older one can enter a place and be the first to say hi, hello, how are you? But in Nigeria, the older one will wait for the younger one to greet.
Nigerian, don't expect that because of you and some South African are working in the same workspace or working in the same place, you expect them to greet you because you are older.
Number one is hospitality, man. Like, before we even landed in South Africa, we had, when we got to the hotel, it was just like welcome home. Everybody was just welcoming, so welcoming. So the hospitality was definitely there, and the hospitality was A1.
Things that I've learned as an ex-English girl who now lives in South Africa and is married and has family here, and I've been here for ages. One of the biggest lessons that I learned very, very quickly is greet everybody, no matter the circumstances, with a hello and a how are you before you can move forward in any way, shape or form. Now, I'm pretty well brought up. I'd like to think that I had good manners instilled in me from a young age. But when you live in South Africa, and this was the same in Botswana, you need to take that to another level. You cannot avert your eyes or just avoid making eye contact with the lady who works at the till in the supermarket, or the guy who's filling up your petrol for you, or someone that you just are passing on the street. You look them in the eye and you need to say, hi, how's it going? Or like, how's your day going? Or how are you? If you want anything from anyone at any stage, your house could be on fire, your arm could have been chopped off. If you want something from someone, you greet them politely first, you look them in the eyes, and you pass the time of day with them. The problem is that now, when I go to England, and I do this, if I walk into H&M or I go and order a coffee, I do what comes completely naturally to me now, and I go, hey, how's it going? How's your day? And they literally look at me like I'm a psychopath. If you do this in England, people will think that you have broken out of an asylum, because it is just not the norm to greet people like this.
Let me tell you one thing I really love about South Africa. Like, I respect them so much because of this particular character. It's the way people greet each other, whether old or young. Like, everyone greets everyone. An older one can enter a place and be the first to say hi, hello, how are you? But in Nigeria, the older one will wait for the younger one to greet he or she. Yes. And you must put good morning, sir. Good night, sir. Good morning, ma. I just love the way South Africa are so free and friendly when it comes to greeting. Like, you feel so welcome. Imagine going to a place and an elderly one just comes in and be like, hello, Smela. Like, you would just be like, wow. You would just feel so welcome. I'm telling you. But in Nigeria, you have to like greet immediately. You see that, you say, good morning, sir. But this place, I don't, like in South Africa, I don't hear people saying sama. Like, I hardly. The only thing they say is hello. And it's so nice of them. Thank you guys for watching.
Nigerian, don't expect that because of you and some South African are working in the same workspace or working in the same place, you expect them to greet you because you are older. That was my first cultural shock. Yes, it was my first cultural shock because I was so surprised. I'm older than these people, but they are not greeting me. I just walk in and they are not saying hello to me. They are not saying hi to me. I had to confront them and they had to explain to me that, girl, once you walk in, you are the one that is supposed to greet. Whether you are older, whether you are younger, as far as you are the one coming in, you are the one that is supposed to greet. Just like when you enter into the public transport, you just say Dumelan or you just say hello, you greet. You greet first. Yes, they value their greeting so much. You greet. I remember an encounter when I was at the mall. I did not greet the security person. I just walked in and then was doing so. Later on, I was looking for something and I went back to the security person and I was asking her, like, so you can't greet? So you can't greet? I was like, oh, sorry. No. So she was just giving me attitude, but it's not her fault. So they value the greeting so much. So you don't just walk in and expect people to just greet you like that. No, whether you are older or younger, you are supposed to greet first.
Once upon a time, I spent a few months in Africa. And these are 5 things that I've learned about living in Africa. Number one is hospitality, man. Like, before we even landed in South Africa, we had a layover in Kenya, and there was these 2 elderly South African ladies, and they basically was like mothers to us. Like, they basically put us on game with everything, got our contacts, and telling us welcome to South Africa, welcome home. You know what I'm saying? And when we landed in the airport, it was the same thing. It was like, welcome home. When we got into the cab or Uber, it's like, welcome home. You know what I'm saying? When we got to the hotel, it was just like, welcome home. Everybody was just welcoming, so welcoming. So the hospitality was definitely there, and the hospitality was A1. Second thing that I noticed was the quality of air. I remember pulling up to the hotel and actually getting outside for the first time in that fresh, very fresh pine air. You know what I'm saying? That foresty, gardeny smell just really hit you. You know what I mean? And I was just like, man, this is some good air. You know what I'm saying? And after that one day, you just didn't really smell it like that again, because I guess you kind of get used to it. And it's kind of like the opposite coming back here, but that's a story for a different time. Number 3, the ease of transportation. So in South Africa, they got Uber, right? So, I mean, it's, you got a phone, you got Wi-Fi, you got data or whatever. I mean, it's very easy to just call up an Uber and somebody pulls up. So I thought the ease of transportation was very convenient. Like, you ain't really had to wait long. And then the price was even crazier. Like, I remember spending like $2-3 for an Uber. I think the most I spent on a regular Uber, like a 30-minute ride, was probably like $8. You know what I'm saying? And that's still a lot, believe it or not. Like, that's a lot of money to be spending on transportation in South Africa. But if you spend money on Uber for like a week here in the States, like, you practically going broke. Like, you're going to be broke, like, in 1 week. I'm so serious. Like, I remember coming back here and taking an Uber ride, and it was like a 10-15 minute ride, and they wanted almost $30. I was like, man, this is insane. Talk about highway robbery, literally. All right, number 4, did I mention the food? Nah, it's got to be the food, man. Like, you know, the quality of food is there. I mean, like, you know, for granted, like, you're not going to find everything that you're looking for, right? You're not going to find, like, all of your favorite American dishes, like your Southern dishes, your Southern sides. Like, you ain't going to find your Caribbean dishes. Like, you know the Caribbean joints, the jerk, the curries. Certain things that you're not going to find to, you know, that you're used to, you know, from being back home. But once you find, like, what they got out there that's pretty good and popular, yeah, like, yeah, that'll work. So definitely, like, the quality of food is there, and with the quality of food, it's definitely gonna improve, like, your health. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had some health issues, you know, some gut issues, but when I got out there, man, it was all good from there. Like, so definitely the food is definitely gonna help you vibrate at a different level, man. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna feel healthier. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look healthier. You're going to lose weight. Like, almost instantly, everybody I know that went out there started losing weight right away. And I know that's not just Africa. Like, that's like anywhere in the world once you really get outside the country. And then last but not least, boy, it's definitely that peace of mind. Like, that's like, man, that's like everything. Like, and I ain't saying that it's perfect out there. Like, they have their own issues, and we definitely got some issues, but we got let me take that back. We got a lot of issues. We don't got some issues. We got a whole lot we got too much issues. We got too much going on. You know what I'm saying? Politically, socially, we just economically, we got so much going on that when you get outside the country, man, and, you know, like I said, they got their own issues, you know, but compared to what we got going on, it's like night and day. So when you get out there, everybody, their attitude is different. They're more appreciative. They're more down to earth. They're more humble. You know what I'm saying? They're more, you know, excited about life, man. So I definitely would say, like, the peace of mind, can't beat that with a bat.